You know when he ate spaghetti as a kid, it was looking crazy. We are just...
Can I throw some tomatoes at him?
What are you talking about?
That makes no sense.
Welcome back, everybody.
Dynamite intro, Mrs. Lush. Honey, you ever see something that's like chaotic and you don't really know what's going on, but you're like, huh, that kind of makes sense.
Sure.
Just go along with it. Of course you have. Well, that's what we're in store for here today. We're looking at things that are like, why does it make sense? But it does. You know when he ate spaghetti as a kid, it was looking crazy.
I don't know, but I do know that people spend about $800 to get those lips.
Tom Hardy does have some banging lips. Probably natural though, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Tom Hardy 2002. Can someone please explain to me about this? This is you in the comments right now. I don't get it, Cryface. He just looked like a messy spaghetti kid.
Every kid that eats spaghetti is messy.
No,
Shut
but Tom
up.
Hardy, it's because the lips, bro.
Every kid that eats spaghetti is messy.
No, just Tom Hardy.
Put your records on.
Singing in different.
Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, get your head down. Oh, sapphire faded jean. I hope you get your jean. Just go ahead, get your head down.
Yeah, all right. I can see that. Some of them make sense, like bold makes sense, a little bit louder. The tiny, yeah. Yeah, the bubble one was good. Like the Aaron Neville.
I like his voice.
I don't know much, but I know I love you. I used to be a bit of an Aaron Neville impressionist, but I know I love you. That was not a good one. Sorry. Yeah.
Weird things you might know that you never think about. Part 1. The best part of a cucumber tastes the same as the worst part of a watermelon.
That's kind of funny. It is kind of like a rind, though. Like, certainly a watermelon rind is worse than a cucumber, but...
I would think so.
But flavor, like, just consistency, flavor-wise,
Yeah.
cucumbers have zero flavor. Zero.
Oh, I like them.
I mean, I like them, too, because they're covered in f***ing ranch dressing when I eat them.
I just like add a little
You
crunch
like-
to the salad.
You eat raw cucumbers?
Yes.
I like my cucumbers pickled.
I like cucumbers and hummus.
You know, some people eat like cucumbers and salt, which is weird,
I
but
don't need more
Your
salt.
tongue's ability to detect hair is underrated.
Wait, what? I'm
your
totally
tongue's
missing.
ability to detect hair is underrated. It's actually kind of true. Like, you know, when you get a hair in your mouth, it's like...
Oh, immediate. It's an immediate. Like,
and then
holy
you can
crap.
like kind of, you're after it. Well, there is something about hair that like, as long as it's on your head, it's like beautiful and gorgeous. The second it leaves your head, it's disgusting.
It's awful and
if it gets
gross.
in your mouth, it's catastrophic.
Using a dollar bill for a bookmark is cheaper than buying a bookmark. If the thumb is not a
Depends
finger,
on the bookmark.
then there is no middle finger.
When is the thumb not considered a finger? Is he just being a little cheeky now?
I think so.
Given that tickling yourself does not
Maybe.
work the same as someone tickling you, we really lucked out on mash. Your belly button
nice.
is just your old mouth.
Your belly button is your old mouth. Imagine just sitting down and come up with those. I mean, come on. A round of applause for this young man. We are just...
Can I throw some tomatoes at him?
What are you talking about?
Nothing makes sense.
That's just true.
You're on a planet right now. You think you're in America? Zoom out.
I've definitely seen this before.
You're on a space rock floating in nothingness,
This is true.
infinite nothingness, and the infinite nothingness is expanding. That makes no sense.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about when I start thinking too much about the
Oh my
universe.
gosh. I feel
Yeah.
like that's you. Wait, that is you
Yeah.
with the teeniest little drop of THC.
Oh God, yeah.
That is where your brain starts to go.
Forget it, dude.
It's a
I started
crisis.
becoming like the zoom out of the world into
Yes.
the big universe meme, and I was like, no, nothing makes sense. The contrast to that is like the foundation of a lot of organized religion and everything in the world is trying to make sense of things that make no sense.
Sure.
That's pretty much the foundation of human life.
I'm just okay with it not making sense.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, you know,
Accept it.
molecules, atoms, yeah.
According to this video, people with ADHD get the same level of satisfaction from organising or making plans or scheduling something in as a person without ADHD would from actually completing the action. And that kind of makes sense because if you think about it, like say if you've organised something and you get that kind of like sense of success and satisfaction and accomplishment as someone would from actually completing the task, why would you then go and put yourself through completing it? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're already feeling that sense of satisfaction, it kind of makes sense. And I kind of understand that to a certain extent because I have ADHD and...
Of course you do. People are always looking for a reason for everything like that. But to that point, there is merit to, I don't know specifically with ADHD, but chemically there is a lot of similarities between sometimes the joy you get from talking about doing something or like planning to do something. Like if you're on like a business call, for instance, you come up with these like grandiose plans and whatever, like there is like a chemical high after that. And then the execution is the hard part, right? So that's why everybody knows that person who just loves to talk about doing and never actually does the
that type.
Same idea here. I've never related to ADHD, but I can see how that makes sense. Like you sit down, you make a beautiful plan for the day and you feel accomplished and then it all falls apart because you already got the feeling of accomplishment from making the actual plan.
I love having like a to-do list. I love scheduling things in. Like I'm such a little nerd when it comes to stuff like that.
You also crank that list like a mother.
Oh no, so there's zero satisfaction in making the list without getting any of it done for me.
There you go.
It is making the list and completing it.
That's right.
I am a taskmaster.
She sure is. And I am the complete opposite, which is why we meld like this. But I see there's a lot of this self-diagnoses going on the internet where people are like,
That's been going on for years.
And like you see it on TikTok where someone's like, I just read this article about X, Y, and Z, and it makes so much sense because this is me and that's who I am. And like
people are desperate for an explanation.
Like we just said, everyone's desperate to understand everything that makes no sense. You're like, everything has to have a specific diagnosis and a specific reason. We gotta just be okay with nothing making sense because it doesn't.
Tell me this isn't the smartest thing ever. In Germany, couples sleep on separate mattresses and duvets on the same bed.
So that's just being old and married, typically. Wait, but makes complete sense. Wait, but do what on the same bed? Two mattresses?
They sleep on the same bed. I've heard of using two different blankets.
It totally makes sense.
Oh, look at that. Okay, so it's two mattresses but same bed. I see.
Doing this actually promotes better sleep because 1, you get to pick your own firmness level. 2, you don't feel each other's movements at night. And 3, no one hogs the duvet because it's all yours. Who needs this?
Wait, you have your own duvet as well?
Yeah, the mattress thing that wouldn't do anything for me, but I wouldn't mind my own blanket. I suppose.
Here's the deal, like depends on the mattress. We were just talking the other day about how obsessed we are with our bed. We
had it for a while and we love it.
Because like it's big enough to where like if I move, it's not going to disturb your sleep and vice versa. I know a lot of couples that like they each have like their own like remote control. The sleep number beds where you can like be on a certain incline. Yeah, certainly. Like when you get old and it's like you've been with someone forever, it's like you have your times for close and intimacy, but sleep is important, you know?
Yeah.
You'd be a lot happier if you just got some sleep.
Yes.
If everybody just stopped paying their taxes, technically the government wouldn't have the money to make us pay them.
Do you ever think about something to help the world?
The 2 richest people on Earth are both building space programs so they can leave it. What does that tell you? We're doomed!
I do like that idea though with like Bezos and Musk where some reason you get to a certain level of wealth. It's like, yeah, Earth is cool, but we want to explore space. Listen, it's like Elon's whole thing is that like unless we somehow figure out interplanetary travel of some sort, like civilization, like eventually, you know, it takes people like that have the money and resources to do crazy that no one else would do to like progress and move forward. I certainly think there will be a day. Probably not in our lifetime.
I was gonna say that.
Any staircase is a staircase to heaven if you're clumsy enough.
You know you're the villain in someone's life story.
I'm already the villain in my own life story.
You have the worst outlooks.
In this world, you either crank that soldier boy or it cranks you.
All right, that I can agree with. Yeah, you got...
Either you crank that soldier boy
or soldier boy will crank you 100%. That's pretty much the ethos I live by. Watch me, watch me spin it, watch me roll, crank that soldier boy. The original viral dance. That dude's still
yeah. Well, I don't know about the original, but okay. The Macarena was around before that.
It was before the gritty. Oh, Jackson did the gritty out the way.
Oh, it's bad news. It's bad.
His gritty is the funniest.
Looks like an old man walking with a cane.
Funniest I've ever seen in my life.
Is something wrong? Your brain creates serotonin.
Yes.
But it also enjoys that same serotonin, yes?
Yes.
So your brain pleasures itself.
Wait. No.
Therefore, anytime you're in a good mood, it's because your brain is jacking off.
Did you take your pills today?
I did not!
So Brandon.
Yeah?
Have you ever realized whenever you like put gas in, how you jiggle the nozzle, right? To get all the gas out, right?
Yes.
Have you noticed some girls, they don't do it? Do you know why?
Because we shake her.
That is entirely true.
Is it actually true? You don't shake the gas nozzle when you're done?
No.
Dude, that's so crazy because...
Wait, you shake it?
Oh, yeah, every time. Yeah, always. When you're done pumping gas, give it a little one of these.
No.
Yeah.
Nope, that is 100%
oh my God.
accurate.
That's the first one in this video where I'm like, wow, that's something I've actually never thought about, but it does actually make sense. I can't believe you don't shake the nozzle. That's crazy, but I guess that is. I mean, you just grow up as a dude and you're used to shaking, pumping gas is the same. You piss, you're done, and you shake it, and it just translates into pumping gas. You guys gotta let me know. Gentlemen, ladies, are you shaking your gas pump? I need some cold, hard data on that.
How can your body replicate the feeling of falling from high altitude in a nightmare if you've never fallen like that before?
Dude, I don't know, but I don't dream almost ever. Very rarely, but occasionally if I'm falling asleep or napping, I'll get the sensation of like falling and it'll snap me awake. Really weird. Most people have had that sensation. It's like the G-force feeling.
Yeah, like that belly drop feeling when you go on a roller coaster
or something like that. Yeah. Where's your hair, Steve? Jerry looks like the default skin of humans. So that's like, this is just a video game brain right here. Like character select screen as you're building like a Skyrim character. He typically does.
I was gonna say, am I supposed to understand?
Yeah, no. Yeah, you guys know what we're talking about. You don't have to worry about that one, huh? That's for us gamers. Yellow tree.
What?
Gotta be Photoshopped,
or
just an employee having a fun day.
Here are 3 men's grooming products that are weird but actually make a lot of sense.
I'll be the judge of that.
The back blade.
Hello. I've been using that forever. Or at least I used to until I married my wife. The bachelor back blade.
Part of our premarital agreement that I have to help shave his back.
Very important, yeah.
Number 2. The nose trimmer.
I need one.
Use this little guy to get rid of any long hairs in your nose, just like
this. Dude definitely jaw maxes. I mean, look at him. He definitely chews mastic gum. He looks like the type of dude that like mews and chews mastic gum to grow the masseter muscles to make his jaw more
Or
defined.
nowadays, he'll probably just get filler. So what you're saying is he looks good and you're jealous?
I mean, good is good is subjective.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Number 3 is back of the neck shaver. You can shave the back of your neck on your own, just like this.
That one's a little aggressive. Is that like 6 razor heads?
That seems pretty sketchy if it's like actual razor blades.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's not like an electric thing.
No, the nose hair trimmer's real life though. I need one of those.
Father's Day's coming up.
Dude, I saw a video recently where there's this like pliable wax you heat up and you literally
no, don't do that.
You like put it on the end of like a Q-tip type thing and put it into your nose, wait and yank it.
I know.
That makes me want to die.
Don't do it.
Why are you telling me not to? It probably hurts like the worst thing I ever can imagine.
Don't do that. That sounds awful.
Oh.
I mean, it's just wax, like the same wax you'd use on like
but to yank
facial
all
hair or armpit hair.
I feel like that might be better though than like doing one at a time because it tickles and feels so bad and tingly.
I think the trimmer is the best option by far.
Yeah.
Why the hell would you wax the inside of your nose?
I mean, why would you wax the inside of your asshole? Questions for Plato, but people do. Well, not all of that made sense, but some of it did. It made me go, huh, that kind of makes sense. Like the gas nozzle one is the one I'm most curious about. If women don't shake the gas nozzle after they pump gas.
Yeah, we'll have to hear about it.
My eyes have been opened. Yeah, we'll hear about it in the comments, certainly. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you in the next video. Deuces.